Hey, what's going on? Got your boy Eddie, my man over here. Who is muted? Say it again, baby.
I'm now unmuted. What's up, people? CJ the Beat God on deck.
Hey. And who else we got? Big Dog.
Yo, what up? It's your boy TMH, man. TMH in the house.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
What's up? Tuesday, May 27th.
Welcome to another edition
LiteTalk. Let's talk.
podcast.
Let's go. We got another great show for y'all. We all
Showed up.
Chris in a good mood right now.
I stay in a good mood, baby.
All day. Let's go. All right.
Yes, sir.
We got a really good show. A lot of stuff going on right now. Dang, for real. What are you talking about?
And like always, first thing I want to start off with is the sports. What's going on right now? Indiana, New York playoffs. They're halftime right now, 64-69. Indiana leading by 5. Indiana is ahead in the series 2-1. Game 3, New York really came back together. Thibodeau finally changed his strategy. He used his bench players. He had Mitchell Robinson in the game. The man is a 7-footer and a shot blocker, rim protector. Use that man, please. You don't need him that much. You just need him to assert his presence in the game, right? You've got some players coming off the bench that can score, that can actually help out. But we know Thibodeau. He likes to take his starters and make them play almost 48 minutes, all 5 of them. If he could have his starting 5 play the whole game, no subs, he would. I promise. That's just Tom Thibodeau. And we're back, and the third quarter has began. Pacers have already put up a couple more points. It's now 71-64. I did want to talk a little bit. I want to shift to the WNBA while the boys are hooping.
Wait, hold up. Hold up real quick. We got someone special joining. Let him in there.
Do we now?
Spec.
Hey!
Yo.
Look, I
What's good, my brother?
Hello, Tammers just sent me the link like a minute ago.
We been waiting, man. Where you been?
He just sent me the link a minute ago.
TMH, man. That's amazing.
He just sent it to me. So I thought y'all was starting at 9:30, and like the last couple of times, man, I thought it was like 8 o'clock, and I'm jumping on at 8 o'clock. And 8:30, I'm like, okay, they ain't doing that. Let me move to something else.
Yeah.
And then y'all start at 9 o'clock, which I didn't
We
realize.
push it back. Yeah, we push it back, man.
Yeah, my bad, bro.
After hours.
Right.
Yeah, I think there might be like 2 different group chats, and I think maybe somehow the communication is getting lost between one chat and the other chat.
Right.
But we'll fix that going forward. Yeah.
I just thought you were busy, Spec. I seen you, like, you're famous, bro.
I wish.
Dude,
that's sick, man. We're lucky to have Spec on the squad, though. For sure.
Man,
right. Newly invited member of the Quadcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, man,
Shout out. Hey, I like the way the setup is looking and everything.
Appreciate it, man. Somebody else, the guy who started that, man, he was doing a podcast, man. He was like, I've been trying to find somebody to join and all that stuff. I'm like, yeah, I thought about doing one a while back, man. And even me and Terrence have talked about doing something totally different than what we're doing now with TMH Comics. But I was like, yeah, let's do it. And it started off just with me and him. But then we invited my niece to come up and kind of like see what was going on. And that same night, we was like, okay, we're going to add y'all too. So now it's like 2 guys, 2 girls, and 4 of us, and it's the Quadcast. So
heck yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
Man, we definitely going to have some people on pretty soon. We're just trying to catch up, get numbers up and all that stuff. Just like with TMH, man, it's a lot of work to be put in, man. We at ground level, man. We way behind TMH Comics, man. This right here is going big, bro. And hats off to y'all, man. When I tell Terrence, when I talk to him, bro, I'm like, man, Eddie and Chris, I'm like, bro, they gurus with this shit, bro. When I tell you y'all know this information, y'all, because I'm on the music side of a lot of stuff, man, but I'm learning a lot just listening to y'all, man, because I go back, even though I miss some of the recordings and stuff, I still go back and look at the podcast, man, and hear what y'all talking about and all that stuff, man.
Right. Oh, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we nothing but love and appreciation, my brother.
Yes, sir. Yes,
absolutely.
sir.
Man.
I
It's all good,
appreciate
man.
y'all.
We all free agents. We all, we all come together. We do the TMH thing, but we all doing our things, right? And so,
you're right about
dibbling, dabbling, and all kinds of stuff. So
right,
it's room for all of them.
Yeah. As long as we come back, and we come back as a team, united. We all good, man. Same squad.
One thing I got to realize,
I
have to save the link, because I keep thinking, I didn't get a link. And Terrence like, bruh, it's the same link every time. So I'm saving this link tonight, bro. I would never miss another one.
You know what, man? It's those damn text threads, man. We need one legit text thread. That's it.
Yeah.
I think that'll make it easier.
But everybody does need to go into their browsers and save the link into their browsers so that it's bookmarked in.
Right. What? Yeah. I got
most definitely.
I do that.
Yeah, I get him. Yep.
Chris always a step ahead. Chris is always thinking ahead, man. I like that.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Hey, just little IT 101 knowledge. That's all.
You following the playoff
right.
spec? You following NBA, NHL?
Nah, man. I'm a music dude, bro. The people we talk about, like, say the Super Bowl come up. Oh man, the game. I'm like, that concert coming on, right? Who performed? I don't even say the Super Bowl, bro.
Okay.
I'm like, what's the concert, bro? I'm not a sports dude, man. I like going to the games, I like going, like, sitting in the games, but I don't follow it at all. I like until the Super Bowl, the playoffs, and all that stuff.
Yeah. Real casual.
Yeah, I'm a casual cat. Yeah.
Hey, same.
My mind is in 20 different directions, man. I'm as heavy as you are with wanting to be on the music, but I'm just as heavy with the sports too. Like I'm a real fan, right? I'm here die hard watching these playoffs every night.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like football, basketball. I still peek in on baseball. I peek in on tennis. I peek in on golf. It's life, right? Like a lot of the sports to me represents just the different varieties of life that there are out there. Like as many different talents as there are to explore. It's the same with life. It's the same with genres of music. It's the same with the genres of movies and TV and plays, and you know what I mean? So I guess that's kind of where I like to, I ADHD, man. I can't sit still.
I can relate to you there, man.
So no. But moving forward with the topic, like we were saying, the boys are playing right now, and we'll stop back in and check in on the score a little bit later. They just came back off the halftime. I think they should be about halfway through the third quarter. But the WNBA has also officially started, and a lot of that hype that had the ladies in the spotlight, so to speak, last season. Caitlin Clark starting off right away, which, by the way, as of yesterday, she's out for a couple of weeks, at least 2. I think it might just be like a hamstring injury or something. But God bless the child. She'll be back soon, and she'll be stunting on everybody again in no time. But again, the rivalry sparked up a lot of attention right away because the opening game of the season was Indiana versus Chicago. And that, again, is none other than Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese. All right. And there was controversy surrounding a foul sequence, right? And people want to quickly call, from what I saw, hate being involved, when we've literally watched so many men literally come to blows over the game of basketball And you know these guys are all sitting down having dinner at the restaurants before and after the game.
Right.
Before these boys leave towns, they're all gathering at the restaurants, in the hotels, and they're chopping it up. You got two first cousins going up against each other in OKC in Minnesota, in Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and Nikhil Alexander Walker. Notice the Alexander name in both. Okay, they're first cousins. They are opposite teams. They in each other. They in each other, right?
Wow.
Those two teams are playing hard. They knocking each other down. You're gonna get a flagrant at one point, sometime, because everybody wants to win that bad, and that's the fact. And even the ladies are that. Why do the ladies have to convince us that they're just being competitive? Right?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
And I'm going to allude to the feud that sparked up between Ryan Clark and RG3, Robert Griffin III. Okay. Robert Griffin III literally came out and it was basically shaming Angel, saying her behavior is hateful. She hates Caitlin Clark because of the attention. And so many people were like, where is this coming from? But there was many people that were backing him up and really are siding with villainizing Angel Reese. Now, I would like to call our attention to the play. I don't know if we can pull it up. I'm not going to sweat it if we can't.
I was looking for that. Yeah.
The point I'm getting to is Caitlin was called for a flagrant on Angel. Yes, Angel gave a slight little shove to one of the Indiana Fever players. She ended up getting a rebound like Angel loves to do. She's a beast at rebounding. She is top tier, right? In rebounding, offensive and defensive. They call her queen of the me-bound now because she gets a lot of her own, but so does the Joker. So we ain't even gonna go there.
Was this last week?
This was last week, opening night. There's all kind of video where you can see, and it starts off with Angel pushing one of the Indiana players up under the basket because you're going to get a foul. Sometimes you're just going to shove, a little light shove, hard, that you're going to call that a hard foul because you're going to intentionally knock the player off their track from trying to score because they got the easy bucket right under the basket. All right, cool. They didn't call it. As we see refs do all the time, blow the call. Yeah, go ahead and play it in slow-mo.
Let's see if they replay that.
Right. Rewind that back just a little bit, because what you're going to notice is after, okay, here's Caitlin fouling Angel. So many people were trying to say Angel flopped, but there's another angle to this foul where you can clearly see Caitlin with her left hand shoving Angel to the ground while she's taking a hard swat at the front to stop the score. So yeah, Angel thought that foul was a little crazy. You already swatting in the front to stop me from scoring. Why you got to push me to the ground?
Right.
So just like any other game where these two ball-headed dudes going after each other this same way, nobody would have cared. It would have been next game, next week, right? Can we all agree on that? Or maybe I'm just by myself. But because, and mind you, I'm telling you, that foul from Caitlin in that instance was deemed a flagrant one. Right. Now, Constitution 4, a flagrant one. Any foul play that is deemed to be A, not a basketball play, B, involves any kind of wind up or shove hard, C, or swats near the other player's head. Now, clearly we didn't see a swat near the head. We know that. They're not throwing blows at each other. Right? It was clearly an intended hard foul. I don't think the flagrant came on the shove. I think the flagrant came on the swat, even though it was at the basketball. Because if you look at it, the swat was extremely hard and it was a little bit more aimed at the midsection where she kind of just flapped her arms down. She didn't make a play at the ball at all. She just went and flagrant one. Not a basketball play. And wind up on the hit. Right?
Right.
You got two clear-cut rules to constitute that being a flagrant one. She wanted her conversation after that. Okay? So in that instance, I didn't see hate. I saw competitive rivalry, right? I saw the number two clearly going after the number one and vice versa. And the number one clearly going after the number two at a time when the number two player was ready to score as far as the new draftees go.
Right.
Now, a feud between Ryan Clark ensued again because RG3 decided to call that act. Not the foul, not the actual flagrant foul that was deemed not a basketball play by Caitlin Clark, but the fact that just like any other athlete that got hit hard, you might go after the person that hit you and try to have a little conversation like, what the hell you doing? Is you crazy? Running up on me, swatting me like that. Do you want to start that? I'll put you in the wood.
Right.
Right? Yep. Any competitive athlete will go there. We've all seen it. And this was nothing more than competitive play from two heated rivals. Okay. And then furthermore, what happened to, so what? They don't like each other. Great. That's great for the sport. Am I missing something? Or do Larry Bird and Magic Johnson never liked each other until they retired? Am I missing something? Or do Mike and Zeke still not speak to this day? Am I missing something?
Nah,
yeah.
I think
everybody ain't for everybody. I ain't gotta like you. You ain't gotta like me.
Right.
We here to get our job done, which is in this game. Yeah, we might get into it if you swat me at my neck or my head, or if you trip me for no reason. Yeah, I'm coming to get you. Yeah.
It's not the first.
Yeah.
Don't like.
I mean, I see
don't
that
like, not right, might fight.
I see that competitive edge, right? That competitive spirit. But I think with that much emotion though, and then plus the media fueling it. Right, because they got that big rivalry since college.
Right.
I think it's just a lot of emotion there. Now people picking sides and like, hey, I'm right. Nah, you wrong, whatever. So, I mean, it looked like a hard foul. It looked kind of like a dirty play. I'm gonna say that she kind of looked, came in with a little bit of extra.
I mean,
but. What are you gonna do?
Because again, maybe they actually don't like each other. Oh, what?
But when she did what she did to me, and she walked away and looked back, she knew she fucked up.
She did.
You know what I'm saying? Because she walked away like, yeah, okay. She knew somebody was about. She knew she was about to come at her. So
she put that athlete move. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to pretend I didn't do it. I'm gonna walk away looking innocent, and hopefully she gets it for retaliating.
That's what I get. That's what I got from it.
There's always
sound like athletic, competitive.
Right. You know how you get somebody when they real mad. You know if Robin was a mad player, let me just touch Robin the wrong way. He gonna trip, and you know what I'm saying. He gonna get that flagrant. When I actually fouled him.
Or nah, damn that. This dude kissed me while we was down there, down low in the paint. This dude grabbed my junk, and I'm about to go punch him in his grill.
Right. Yeah, they play dirty, bro. It's dirty.
Or she
That's
just
Rodman.
don't like her, or she just don't like her, and it's that moment, right? I know we've all had it. That anger builds up, and you can't control it, and you just do a little because you don't like that person.
Right.
Versus
because who else didn't like each other? Karl Malone and Dennis Rodman hated each other.
Right.
They used to battle.
Please rewind the tape and go look. Okay? We got whole sports designed for people to club each other down. It's called boxing and MMA. And we worried about them getting into a little heat on the basketball court. Man, please go sit somewhere and stop trying to perpetuate, which I respect Ryan for taking that approach and understanding that there's too much attack going on with a lot of our black women these days. I applaud him stepping up to protect our queens and everything like that, while at the same time being careful to not bash Caitlyn, right? This ain't about one side over the other. This is about, can we please just let them compete?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Please.
Because something else that caught my attention outside of the feud on First Take today, or was it actually? It wasn't even First Take. I want to say it was Acha on their show. What is it? The Facility or the Faculty? Well, one of those. You know, their show. Him and Shady's new show, The Faculty.
There are too many shows, man.
Everybody got one now. They all a hit. Everybody making time for everybody. It's room for everybody. But Ocho called attention. I think I want to say it was Ocho, Paige Bucher, right? Had it not been for Paige Bucher's getting hurt while she was in college, we wouldn't be this sensational over Caitlin Clark this soon, right? We'd be making her wait her years to come up and go. But because Paige Bucher's got seriously injured, it couldn't play for a whole season and a half, right? Dang near 2 seasons behind that injury, right? Caitlyn came in and wowed the whole world. Respectfully. She earned it.
See, I don't follow WNBA. What you're saying is that girl.
This was college.
So back in college, that girl.
This was at Iowa, right?
She was the thing. She was the next one up. And
Paige
she got
was the
injured,
one.
And Caitlyn came in and was like, "Oh shoot, poster girl right there, All American."
Yep.
Girl. Wow.
And you know who's killing them right now that they're back from injury?
Paige
Bucher. But here's what we gotta call. Here's the thing though. She ain't doing it on the level Caitlyn is doing it. Not yet.
So she leveled up.
Caitlyn and Angel are already breaking records.
Mm-hmm.
And setting new ones for their own, right?
Yeah.
They're paving their own lane as the best two. I literally think Caitlyn is probably the best guard in the WNBA, and it's probably not even close, although that there is some real competitive talent. There's some girls that's going out there and go get it. It's gonna be some girls that go out there and go get it. Especially some of these black girls coming out of college. I promise you, there's some girls that's been about to come through college in the next few years.
I've seen it. Again, I'm a casual sports fan now, but when I compare WNBA like just a few years ago to like when they first came out, like 10 whatever years ago, how many years it's been, it's fast pace and a lot of, you know, it's more like traditional basketball, like the fundamental. I mean that's what I'm getting versus like one man show, kind of just running it back and forth, running gun. I don't know. Again, is that fair or not? Yeah. Well,
you've got you have more qualified, just like in the guys league. It's you can appreciate the scale effect when it comes to that. back then there was Cheryl, there was Leslie, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was Shamika, you know, it was, but now, just like looking at the men, you're looking at every team got a couple of dogs as far as the ladies that can really play. There, and which rightfully so, right? This is a merit-based industry and activity. You got to be a dog if you want to make it to the pro, right? This is only for elite players only.
I love to hear you say that because I've heard the other side of things, and it's not nice, right? Like, it's not NBA, stadiums like half empty, they they losing money, whatever. It's just like that talk.
Well, the ladies have a support issue, right? And that's a whole nother topic. I view those as separate topics. Like, why they're not making money is that to me is where the ladies just kind of have to self-reflect. Okay. You can't blame men for everything. But as far as the merit of the game, the ladies have consistently been good since the league started, and they've done nothing but get better. Right? If you actually do just enjoy the sport. I mean, because let's face it, man, this is not the first time we've seen a women's sport grow, right? Again, I called attention to it weeks ago. The U.S. women's national soccer team has had a much better record than the men. The women dominate on their side of the Olympics, and the men do not. Because globally, soccer is more appreciated than in the world than just in America, right? America wants to play football, basketball, and baseball more. And coincidentally, you can't beat America in those three sports. Flat out.
Basketball's coming close though.
So is baseball, especially with certain nationalities, right?
Yeah.
With our Japanese brothers across the world and our Spanish and Caribbean brothers down there on the islands, man, like they've come in and they are half of our league.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They infiltrated.
Yeah. And the Asians just developed their own league over there. I think you have Chinese and a Japanese baseball league, and now they're starting to develop basketball leagues over there too, where they wanted to be more serious. And I think Dwight Howard was involved in trying to develop the Chinese NBA. A
lot of players gone international for sure.
It's a lot going on.
It's both ways, right? They trying to sneak in here, get into our leagues, and then when your time's done, before you're washed up, bam, get paid over there.
It used to be stepping stones if you couldn't make the cut in the NBA. If you couldn't make a team, you would work your chops up by going overseas.
Yeah.
Right. But since the expansions and the NBA moving through the Olympics the way they have since the 90s, and starting with the first Dream Team. With shout out to the NFL, we're going to get the first Dream Team in flag football, but here we'll stick with basketball since it's basketball season. Yeah, that's going to be real interesting to watch because pro players are coming to play.
That's going to be sick. But hey, let's keep things moving,
with
man.
The start of that.
We got a lot to talk about, man. So,
am I running on too much about basketball? Okay, let's come on.
NBA, man, no more, man. No, nah. All right, what else we talking about, man? All right, we got what Lazarus. We want to touch on that?
Let's get back to the core. Let's get back to the core topic: anime and comics, man.
Gears now. Yeah. So Lazarus.
Core.
What is this? This is on Max, you said?
Yes, this is. I wanted to highlight a new anime, and I don't even know how new it is, but it streams on Max and it's part of the Adult Swim lineup. If anybody has it, it's cold and it's serious. It's not a comedy. right?
Those animes get deep, man.
It'll remind you of Cowboy Bebop. I'm curious to look to see if the animators or if the creators had anything are from that old school Cowboy Bebop, because it's so much like it. Even playing jazz in the background, it just gives you that whole feel. And what it is without giving away too many spoilers, because it's been out for several weeks. I don't know if the first season is over yet, but it's been out for several weeks. There was a doctor that created a pill that was supposed to be a cure-all to all pain, all sadness, all depression. It's just supposed to be a happy cure-all drug with no side effects. And long story short, come to find out 3 years later that he had disappeared and vanished off the face of the earth, created a bunch of trails to lose people and shake people away from finding him. And the drug was secretly a death agent. And he triggered a 30-day timer where anybody who had taken this drug is going to die. So the whole show was 30 days to find this guy, because he also developed his own cure because he developed the strain of the drug in the first place. And the cast of characters is pretty nice. The action is really nice. It's got really good definition, really good storyline, really good dialogue, and top-notch action. I think everybody should check it out. But don't want to spend too much time on that. Just wanted to do a quick shout out to the anime world. Yeah, go see Lazarus on Mac if you haven't checked it out.
And if I could add something, man, everything, because you are 100% right. Shinichiro Watanabe, who is known for directing Cowboy Bebop, is the one who created Lazarus. My boy.
I recognize the animation signature, illustrations and drawings, artwork. You can kind of recognize those signatures the same way we recognize the sound signature from a certain producer or a certain singer.
Yeah.
Or a certain rapper.
It's that style, right? Or whatever.
Yeah. I saw that style and I was like, this is a lot of Cowboy Bebop in it. Huh.
Yeah. Well, you were right, man. Money.
Not to toot my own horn.
We're gonna need some trivia show in the future, man. Stump Chris.
Hey.
Stump CJ.
Put it in the work.
I'm telling
you. Put it
man.
in the work. I'm game. I'll put my brain up against all of you. I will put my brain against you all.
It's okay, man. All right. What else we got? So that was a little quick one, right? Everyone go check out Lazarus. Dope show, especially if you're a big fan of Cowboy Bebop. Storyline sounds interesting, man. So, all right, what else?
And I've been watching it. It's crazy. Now, some really nice things coming up. If you like horror movies, if scary movies is your thing, it is getting a TV show. Welcome to Derry. Derry being the town that all of the horrible activities of Mr. Pennywise took place amongst children. It looked interesting. I am not the scary movie watcher, unless I'm accompanying somebody else who wants to see the scary movie and they talk me into it. But I do remember the original movie, saw the remake. This is one of the better stories.
I like the original.
If you want to turn the sound on, and play this.
My family and I just moved to town. Oh. Hey, baby. said it was 4 months. And they never even found a body. That means murder.
This business with the missing kids. Do I need to be concerned? Never a bad idea to keep the people you love close.
No adult's ever gonna believe what we saw. I wouldn't.
There's a history of stuff like this happening in Derry.
You kids keep your noses out of police business.
I heard voices. In the pipes.
Have you ever heard of something like that?
There's something bad here in Derry.
Hey, that looks solid. That looks pretty good.
You're welcome to tell us what you think.
I was gonna say I don't really watch stuff like that though. I'm a big.
That's there. Stephen King is actually going back into what he did in 1990 when it first came out. So we're talking about the 7. You know what I'm saying? All the 7 kids that were growing up living there. This is the story that we're going back to.
Oh, this like the origin
from the
story
beginning
when they were kids.
Yes.
I was gonna say I like the original one where like
the original was crazy.
Maybe because they came together, they're older, you know, and then you know facing their fear or whatever. Yeah, that looks
I remember.
Don't want them to turn. Yeah, go ahead, Terrence.
I was just saying. I remember going to school because I remember watching it on TV. Like every kid was like gearing up to watch this show. And I remember coming back the next day to school and everybody was talking about it. And it first came out. That's probably one of the biggest Stephen King shows that was on TV because, you know, Stephen King had it. He had the Langoliers. He had some other, you know, some other stories that he had. But Pet Sematary as well. Pet Sematary was like, what, 88, 87, 89, something like that. Yeah. But when it came out on TV, it was just so crazy to where every kid in school, that's all everybody was talking about. It blew up that big. But yeah, this is definitely taking it back to where it all began, right? And I'm ready to see it. I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it.
I do want to warn everybody. They did try something like this way back with Friday the 13th TV show. They ain't work out too good.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I remember that.
This was in the 90s, baby. This was in the 90s. Remember, I got gray hair on my face. I go back.
I will say, seeing all them young kids in the movie or in that Derriere or whatever, Derriere. Welcome to Derry show. Damn, I feel old. Dang, they like 10 years old. What the heck?
Right.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
All right. Friday the 13th
what other
show? You're right again.
Now that I'm telling you,
I didn't even know.
That prompts me to wonder though, what other remakes or reboot do you think would be good if you had to bring up another scary movie and redo it?
Hold on. Before we do that, I want to say something. I like the fact of what Stephen King is getting ready to do for this show, right? Because he's taking it back, like I said, from the 1990 show. But the only thing I would want to know about Welcome to Derry and stuff like that, I would have loved them to go back before those kids became involved. What happened in Derry, because it had been there in that town for a very long time, almost centuries, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. But I would have loved to have known, how did he get there? How did everything develop with him in terms of what he was doing? Like, where did he come from? Right? For me, that's the most important. Like, it needs to have his own origin story, you know what I'm saying, to that point. I want to know where he came from, How did he settle down in that town? What made him go to that town? Or, you know, whatever it was. To me, that would also be just as compelling as this story here. But anyway.
Yeah, because it looks like this story may not even be covering that. This is the kid's experience with him, and he's already there.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That would be interesting.
Right.
I'd like to see that. I'm sure it's in the works.
Well, and I've had suspicions with when it comes to it because of the nature of this creature. Right? This is some spider-like creature that has an extension of a clown body to trick people and lure people in. Right? That sounds like an alien to me.
I'm feeling it's like from Salem witch trials or something. You know what I mean? Like 1700s, going back like that. That's how I see it.
But if you remember in the original story, the TV show in the 1990s, they actually had the book about Derry, and I guess people were probably writing out the stories of what happened in that town, and it goes back because they had pictures and everything. It took it all the way back to maybe the 1700s or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I would just love to see that, man. I want to know where the hell he came from, because that's crazy.
And it very well could be all the way back then. But I'm telling you, either alien or prehistoric.
Right.
But I would less prehistoric and more alien, because where would this creature get the ability to shape shift into a human-like form? Right.
But if you remember in the original television show, when one of the kids hit the spider that was it with a rock, and the rock hit his belly. You remember all that light that was underneath his belly? So yeah, it's definitely more alien than anything else.
Who would win?
Which says, although Scary Movie, does this expand into more of, again, alien sci-fi?
No, it is. Because Stephen King has done nothing but sci-fi. Nothing but sci-fi. Horror sci-fi, anyway. But yeah.
So if you're walking down the street, it's 1 a.m., dark alley, who would you rather see? It, Jason, Freddy Krueger?
None of them.
You don't see Freddy while you're awake.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like to see it.
That would be Michael. That would be Michael Myers that you might have.
Okay, yeah.
None of them.
All right, Spec said It.
Yeah.
None of them.
You want to see It? I'd be booking, man.
I'm running. I'm running. Here's the thing. With It, and Spec is right though, because It is pretty much stuck down in the pipe, right?
Yeah.
He can only go so far and has to lure you back in.
Man.
There you go.
Listen, man.
With Jackson and Mike, I don't care if you get in your pickup truck and you haul butt to the other end of town. When you get out the car, Jackson gonna be standing there in your face.
Listen though. For me, the scariest thing for me is the fact that when Georgie, who's the younger brother, went outside in the rain just to play with his paper boat, right? And it goes into the sewer, and you see somebody in the sewer like, hey, are you missing this boat? Yeah, let me get it. Nah, bro, I'm good. I'm cool on that, man. I'm not talking to nobody in no sewer. I'm not talking to nobody that's in the sewer. I can't do it. Can't do it.
Can't do it. To the other side of the street.
Can't do it, man.
I always had a suspicion that Pennywise, he was a fully grown critter. If you remember Critters.
I can see that. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's different. That's different.
Like they looked like they was fully grown, but they was just baby pods, and then they fully grow up into these spider like they grow legs.
Man.
So many reboots, man. I know we were talking about this just at least offline, man, but we were talking about Gremlins coming back.
Yeah, Gremlins coming back. Yeah.
Dang, just everything is getting rebooted right now. It's crazy.
I mean, do it right though, because I'm still scared to watch the second Beetlejuice.
Did y'all know? Speaking of Gremlins, did you know that the town setting for Gremlins is actually also to the town setting for Back to the Future as well? It's the same setting.
What,
like,
Twin Pines?
Literally in the same city.
Does it say?
Well,
Are they actually in Twin
not
Pines?
Twin Pines. Twin Pines was the mall for Back to the Future, but the actual downtown where the clock tower was and all that's the exact same setting that it was also for Gremlins.
Oh, you mean they might have called it?
1984.
You're saying they may have called it a different town, but they used that same set because it was
They
the
used
same
that same set.
You know,
Yeah,
movie
same
studio.
set.
That's at Universal,
Nice.
man. That's Universal, I think.
There it is.
Crazy.
I took the tour a couple times, man. It's down south.
Wow.
Yeah, you guys should definitely check that out, man. It's pretty sick.
Well, I've been to Universal Studios now.
Oh,
I've been out there.
I was gonna
That
say
was back in the
man.
80s, though. Yeah, that was back in the 80s, though.
Yeah,
Early
yeah.
90s.
They probably changed it a few times since then. They updated it.
Yeah.
But they used
Because
to
I
have
went when I went out there, I went to go see Motel Bates. What's it called? Bates Motel. I said Motel Bates. Bates
I
Motel.
remember that.
Yeah.
Norman.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another one that they made. Now that one was actually a little bit more of a successful TV show.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that.
I think I remember that. But what is that, like 10 years ago? Bates Hotel? 10, 20 years ago?
I think so. Bates Motel, yeah.
Like it's not that old, right? Yeah.
Nope, it's not.
I don't watch.
I think the guy that played the good doctor, the guy that plays the good doctor, I think he was playing Norman. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he was playing Norman. Yeah, he was. The good doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Freddie
I don't recall his name, but he's been.
Is it this guy?
Is that who that is? Is that Freddie?
This is him, right? Norman Bates?
If that's Freddie Highmore, y'all remember he used to dance when he was a little kid.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, that's him.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I did not realize that was him all grown up.
What kind of dancing you do? Oh, you know what? Why don't we just check?
I don't know if he's got a Broadway background, but I want to say Freddie was that one of those kids. He did one of those movies where he was dancing, yeah, but as like a little 10-year-old or something, where it was like supposed to be scared that or afraid to let people know he was doing ballet or something.
Right.
No, that's him?
Charlie. Yep.
What?
That's right. That's right. I do remember that too.
Okay.
Yeah, Freddie's
a dancing clip, but
man, Freddie. Nah, but Freddie's been earning his bars though.
Wow.
Freddie's been out there earning his stripes. Really? He played a live action Astro Boy?
That's animated.
He voiced him?
Well, there was like a poster behind there, so it looked like it was like the publicity tour, like the media tour.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I love to see this, man, when there's people who just build up. Again, what we talk about, hard work, dedication, consistency, year in, year out, just grinding. I mean, that's pretty crazy, man. This boy was on a run every year, dropping something new.
From a little kid.
And like big things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's Astro Boy.
Oh, that's right.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's
and you
cool.
know what? I don't even know who this guy is. But he's doing pretty good.
Man, that's funny. But yeah, it's quite a few characters out there where you don't necessarily know their name too much or see them too often, but then you go look at their history and you're like, wow. Done a lot of stuff that you actually did see him in, right? And it's like
you know who else just hit me with that? Pedro Pascal. I get that dude is.
Oh, Pedro's the man.
He's like, man, he's in the
Also,
leading-
been doing stuff since he was young. Mm-hmm.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, man. My wife just said that the other day, dude. Like, I didn't watch that show, but I remember it being really popular. You watch that? I
do
wasn't really
remember Buffy.
I like
Buffy and Angel. Yeah, they were popular. Yeah, they were pretty popular.
I like Angel a little bit.
And then when the three girls showed up, I had my little white girl fetish when Charm came out.
Wow.
Just then, Chris.
Wow.
Hey,
yeah.
Was that Alyssa Milano though?
Yes, it was. now you know where it came from.
Yeah, rest in peace on
Oh yeah, Shannon Doherty.
Shannon Doherty. Yeah, we lost her. Was it last year or earlier this year? Maybe.
Might have been last year. I think
I think maybe late last year or early this year. It hasn't been that long, but yeah. She lost her battle with cancer.
Damn. Your time is short here, man. Got to make the most every day.
Do everything you can in this life. Absolutely.
You're right about that.
Hey, wasn't Justin with Alyssa Milano for a while?
Justin
JT,
Timberlake?
Man. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
How about that one?
You never know. Maybe they
You
just
never
friends.
know.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't remember seeing it, but it could have been possible. I mean, JT, like you said.
Briefly dated, according to this.
Okay.
But again, who knows what you can believe? Wow.
he's with Bill now.
Right.
Yeah.
He's been with Bill for years.
He's been married to her for.
Bro, he's on.
Yeah, he's been married to her for over 10 years now. Like 13 years they've been married.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
That's quite an accomplishment in Hollywood.
Yeah, he picked a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, she's also from that whole WBCW scene.
Yeah,
right?
she was Seventh Heaven.
Seventh Heaven. Yep.
I almost thought it was Party of Five. That was Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah, that fetish paid off. You know a lot, bro.
There was some cute ones out there, brother. There's some ones out there you get to looking and you like, hey man, hey, you ain't bad.
That's crazy. That's crazy that's crazy that the father from Seventh Heaven, didn't he get in trouble for like child molestation or something? The one that played the preacher?
Yep, he's a pedophile now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking. Real quick. I know this is off topic, man, but now you guys were just talking about remakes. I just thought about something. I think they're still trying to do the Howard the Duck remake as well. Cause I just thought about that when I said something about the preacher.
Duck.
Yeah,
Well, you know, Howard would end up being a Marvel movie now.
Right.
Oh, so you know they're
Howard's going to end up being a Marvel movie now, and he's already been showing up in the Marvel films and the cartoons. So, if he comes, he should. It's going to have to involve Rocket. You gotta have Howard, Rocket, and
another animal,
and some.
Wait. So who's Rocket?
Rocket Raccoon from the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was his name, man.
Rocket Ralph.
What? This man said Rocket Ralph. Look, that's a mashup, right? That's a mashup. Wreck-It Ralph and Rocket Raccoon. Yep. You put Wreck-It Ralph and the Guardians of the Galaxy and hell, that's Drax the Destroyer. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Has anybody seen Minecraft yet?
I wanted to watch it, but nah.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all.
My son has not even been interested in seeing that movie. It's crazy.
My son
and I told him I'd take him to see it. It was like,
hey,
Or rather, what did he want to go see instead? What did we see? Captain America? I think.
Right.
Speaking of remakes, we watched that Lilo and Stitch live action. Fire.
Oh, how was that?
So good.
Okay.
They stayed true, but sometimes with those live actions, like you like it, but then you feel like the magic's missing, at least for me. Like something's off versus the animated, right? But this time they did a really good job really capturing the vibe of the animated, but making this like its own thing. And plus, man, Stitch, they did a really good job with Stitch because, again.
Yeah, I saw that in the previews. I was like, yeah, the CGI now for this new stuff.
They dialed up the
getting,
cuteness, though.
It's getting better and better. It's getting better.
His ears went down. His eyes got big, and you
the
can
fur
feel the
looks
emotion
real
on it. Yeah, for real. So, check that out for sure.
Definitely.
Hey, probably a good time, real quick. Take a quick pause. We got some exciting news too, as well, as far as something we got going on Crowdfunder. So, want to definitely share that as well. You want to take that, T?
Damn.
Or not?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you hear you now.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You're feeding
absolutely.
it.
So, no. So what's going on is we're trying to get everything together for Ulterior. Trying to put these things together, man, because it's time for Ulterior to come out. We won't be at the Cons Festival until next year, but we have, of course, three wins, one nomination for what we did for the pilot, and now it's time to just start pushing it because the world needs to see this story, hear this story, and see what's going on because it's going to be fresh, it's brand new, it's nothing like you've ever seen, and the director Ty Hunt, who's also a part of LiteTalk as well, who you haven't seen in a while, but he'll be back on this show in a minute. He's the director of the actual show. So we're trying to push it, man. And right now it's on Crowdfunder. You guys can go on there, check it out, check out the trailer. If you guys want to put anything towards it, donate, whatever you can do to help us out, man, while we're trying to build this thing, please feel free to do so, man. And within return of that, you guys also get the first comic book issue of True Men of Honor, which is what Ulterior is based off of. And, I'll keep adding on more perks as we, keep building. So it's out here now. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah. Hopefully, eventually that'll start including maybe some merch. I would like to see some Ulterior hats and shirts come out. Yeah, we got ideas.
A lot of stuff coming, y'all. Appreciate your support. Definitely check it out. And, whatever you can contribute, we appreciate you.
Right.
Amen.
All righty. Speaking of remakes, I know this is something that was pretty, buzzing when we were talking about it. Baby Boy, Tyrese.
What? They doing a remake?
Is coming back.
What? I didn't know that.
Sequel.
Wow.
Post up.
Not a remake, a sequel.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Sequel.
There you go.
My bad.
So that's
there
true. That's not AI. That's true. So that's true.
It's on the way. Yeah. True? No, it's on the way.
Okay. That's what's up.
Wow.
So is YG playing their son? That's what I want to know. Because remember, they had a kid together.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's been years and years later. It's been long enough for that little baby boy to have grown up now.
Right.
Right? When was the original baby boy? When did that come out? Was that 99?
My guess 04.
Maybe. Probably. Something like that.
Oh.
But you see that? That's
Let's see.
That's time enough for their child to have grown up. And he was already a couple years old.
Right.
01.
01. He was kind of in the middle. I said 99. All right, so 01 to 2025, maybe 2026, depending on how long they take for this to develop. Right? That's 25 years. 24 to 25 years for a little 2-3-year-old to be 26 or 27 years old. And out there trying to make it. And out there trying to be his own Jody.
Right.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Okay.
Dang.
Okay.
Time flies, man. I still remember him in that Coca-Cola commercial. Remember that?
Hey, man.
Yeah.
We all remember that OG Coke commercial. He lit it up.
Yeah. That was sick.
We was like, who is this Easter Bunny chocolate looking dude rolling up here on the bus just humming to the Coca-Cola song? He's like, this is the shiniest black man I ever seen in my life. That's the one thing I saw about that commercial that made me laugh. I was like, it's tight and dude dope. I knew he was gonna be somebody, but I was like, he greasy? Why he so greasy?
Well, you crazy.
Oh, here we go. Hold up. Let's check it. It's been a few years.
Oh, we got it?
Yeah, let's see. I think.
Why? His face shiny, man.
Give it up to Eddie. Give it up to Eddie Cooking Point. He puts up everything. Content creator.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
Hey, he sounds
Johnny
the same,
Face.
bro.
Yeah.
Sounds the same.
Just a little scruffier right from the age.
He sounds the same right now.
Just a wee bit scruffier from the age. But
he sounds the same, bro.
Definitely. That voice is.
I know some people back then don't even sound like themselves right now. That dude sounds great right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Genuine?
now that on that respect, yeah.
Genuine?
He's still touring top notch.
Yeah.
Genuine starting to sound a little old. Genuine starting to sound a little old. I've seen it.
I'm pretty sure that went viral, his dancing clips. Like, again, I'm not on any social media, man, but when I saw him dancing, I was like, oh, no.
Oh, he's been memed.
No.
He has been memed, I promise.
Oh, Eddie.
Yeah.
Eddie. Eddie.
Yeah.
Your audio.
Hold on. Eddie, not Genuine.
You going in and out, Terrence.
Yo,
Eddie,
you cutting out, man. You cutting out.
Terrence, you need a new phone, Terrence.
Your sound, T.
You need a new phone.
Eddie.
He got a new phone.
Eddie.
Yeah.
You got the Hachiguchi phone.
What up?
He did. He did. He got a Hashitachi.
Yeah, Hachitachi. That's it. Hachitachi.
He would have got a Hashitachi.
He got the big one.
All right. Let T talk, man. Let T talk.
Big Hachitachi.
Throw it in the chat, man. Throw it in the chat.
Go ahead, Terrence.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. If we can't hear you, put it in the chat and we'll say it. Yeah.
Hit me with the chat.
Can't hear him. He said,
TMH.
Uh-oh. Did he freeze on us?
Oh, you guys hurt his feelings, man. His new phone. Oh, shit, Chris, too.
Chris gone too?
He gone, too.
The fuck?
All right, they'll be right back.
What is going on?
This is where we need more sound effects. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
man, we need sound effects.
that's what we need, man. Let me see, man.
We need sound effects, bro. And then when they come back on, like clap, like an applause.
Exactly. Dude, we on the same page.
Maybe it's contagious. It tried to happen to me too.
Yeah, you went on.
All right.
Of course, that also could have been user error. But
where he go?
We done lost him.
Yeah, we lost him.
That's all right. Here, let's pull up and play. Maybe we give him some time to come back by the time we finish playing tonight's excerpt.
Somebody text him real quick. Hey, Chris, text him, tell him to jump back on.
I did.
Okay.
I don't know if we want me to text him. I might get lost off the show again.
Yeah, we need some sound effects, man. We need sound effects.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, we're gonna start rigging stuff differently soon.
Yeah, I think we need to, man.
That's
like just elevate it a little bit.
Right.
Hey, is this? We didn't do this one last week, right? Did we? We did Celestial Burden last week, right?
This the same. Yeah, let's play this. This is a new one.
All right, cool. I'm gonna play it.
Saint Simon.
All right, everyone. So this is one of the newest releases. You could check this out specifically on Spotify, but of course it's everywhere. Apple Music, Amazon. So definitely check this out. We're gonna dive into it right now.
Welcome to the deep dive. We take the sources you send us and we dig in to pull out the key knowledge really quickly for you.
Yeah, get right to the heart of it.
Exactly. And today we're exploring these excerpts from St. Simeon's Revenant 2. It's got that mix, doesn't it? Mystery, some suspense, and definitely these emerging sci-fi bits, all centered around St. Simeon Island.
It's quite a blend.
So for you, the learner, our goal here is pretty straightforward. Let's get a handle on the main conflict, who the major players are, and, how this interesting mix of tech and heritage actually works in the story. We'll try not to get bogged down in every single detail.
Okay, sounds good. Where do we start?
Well, right at the beginning, with Simeon himself, what jumps out is that disconnect, wouldn't you say? He's in this city life, but there's clearly this pull towards St. Simeon Island.
Definitely. That faded photo he has.
Yeah.
It's more than just nostalgia, right? It feels like a symbol of that split. Yeah. And it kind of hints where the story's really going.
Yeah. And then he sends it to Shanna. This is where I'm supposed to be. What do you think? Her reaction. It feels a little much.
A bit over the top, maybe. All that enthusiasm about the island's history, the energy.
Right. Especially when Simeon's just thinking, swampland and mosquitoes. It makes you wonder immediately about her motives.
It does. That contrast is key, I think. Her instant sort of romanticizing of the island versus his very grounded skepticism. It sets up this tension straight away.
You wonder if he's resisting something he actually feels deep down.
Could be. Heritage is complicated like that. But then that phone call Shanna makes to her handler.
Wow. Oh, yeah. That flips everything. The friendly facade just drops.
Totally. She's cold, reporting back that Simeon is more attached than anticipated.
And the handler's reply, sentimentality is a weakness. Oof. That tells you everything about the operation they're running.
It really does. Any warmth we thought Shanna had? Probably just an act. A tool.
Calling Simeon a vulnerable asset, talking about the island's value, it's pure manipulation.
It shows how easily trust can be, weaponized. A really important insight there. Not all connections are genuine.
Okay, so let's shift to Simeon actually in the city. The description of his arrival is powerful. That sensory overload.
The huge buildings, the holograms, people with visible tech. It's a world away from the island.
Exactly. And it highlights how far he's sort of drifted. He seems so eager to meet Shanna, start this new life. It feels almost poignant knowing what's coming.
It really does. Especially when you contrast his hopefulness with her message.
Right. Meet in the Ember District, back alleys off Zenith, code Nightingale.
Yeah, that's not exactly a friendly coffee date invitation, is it? The setting itself is a massive red flag.
A huge one. It signals danger so clearly to us, the reader, even if Simeon is, perhaps, a bit naive about it.
He's caught up in the promise of it all.
Which leads directly to that ambush, that attack in the Neon Void District. It's brutal.
Shanna just watches, cold, expressionless.
Her words. It's just business, Simeon, nothing personal. Chilling. It completely confirms her nature.
And his thoughts, in that moment, flashing back to family, the island. It emphasizes what's truly important to him, what's being stolen.
But crucially, it's not the absolute end for him.
No. His return. That's a massive shift.
Yeah.
Driven by these broken memories, this need for answers.
And he feels different, right? The journey back, these strange sensations, senses heightened, new skills.
That's our first real taste of the nanites in action. It raises big questions, doesn't it? About tech, life, death, the boundaries blurring.
Absolutely. And it's not just vague powers. The text mentions specific things, the smell of salt, the gulls.
Yeah, the Spanish moss.
Yeah.
These sensory details trigger real, visceral memories of St. Simeon.
It's like the island is literally inside him, a connection that even death couldn't break. Shows the power of place, of memory.
Which brings us to the old woman, Mama Ila.
Right. Appearing on the mainland docks, her whole presence, the Gula clothes, that feeling of ancient authority, just stands out immediately.
And Simeon recognizes her, but just vaguely from childhood. She kind of dismisses her at first.
But she knows. Her gaze, it's like she sees right through him, sees the change. And for you, listening, it's worth remembering, the Gullah Geechee culture has this incredibly rich history, very tied to these coastal areas, often with deep spiritual roots.
Which fits perfectly with the island's vibe.
And her dialect, it adds this authentic layer of heritage. When she says, "The water done bring you back, but you ain't the same no more," she gets it instantly. She understands the nanites have changed him.
And her interpretation is fascinating. She calls the nanites the whispers of the ancestors.
Yeah. Not just tech, but a legacy. Something meant to protect the island, its guardians.
It blends the sci-fi and the spiritual so well.
Yeah.
The idea that his death actually triggered this ancient defense mechanism.
When you heart stop beating, the island she cry out. It gives technology this deep cultural weight.
But she also warns him, right? His return isn't natural. It's caused a disturbance, attracted attention.
This growing technological darkness that wants the island's power.
So her instruction, listen to the whispers. Go home. It sets him on this whole new path, a path maybe towards understanding his roots, to find his real strength.
His training with her sounds intense, starting with meditation, trying to quiet all that noise in his head, the betrayal, the confusion.
He has to grapple with that first, but then the nanite's other function emerges.
Right, they're not just for healing, they're like keys to unlock tech, interact with it.
And the old woman suggests, this isn't entirely new, that their ancestors had their own forms of technology for protection. It kind of challenges that simple idea of progress, doesn't it?
It really does. Like maybe tech and tradition aren't opposites.
That scene with the old tablet is great for showing this. First, it's frustrating, glitchy.
Yeah, he can't connect.
But then he does. And the message is, hello, I am part of you, part of the island.
Whoa, that's like the nanites speaking. Or the island through the nanites.
It suggests this growing symbiosis. He's learning to interface, but it feels almost organic, not just cold tech.
But Mama Ila keeps him grounded, warns him about revenge darkening his heart.
Yeah, that's a crucial check. Power, especially this kind of power, needs guidance. It can corrupt.
Which leads into those ancestral memories he starts having. That first one, the battle on the beach.
That seems to really shift his perspective. It's not just his life, but this whole lineage, this responsibility to the island, its ecosystem, its traditions.
And he starts getting a handle on the sensory overload, his emotions with her help. He's piecing together Shanna's betrayal, the bigger picture of what this organization wants.
So he decides he needs to act, to find Shanna, but maybe for justice, not just raw revenge yet. He starts by trying to hack into their network.
And finds those blueprints, the energy extraction device, profiles on his own family.
That confirms the threat is real and it's personal.
So he tracks Shanna to a VR arcade of all places, Elysium Fields.
Talk about contrast again. Back into that synthetic sensory world. His enhanced senses must be going haywire in there.
Yeah, it highlights the difference between his connection to the island and this artificial reality and the confrontation with Shanna.
In the simulation booth, it's blunt.
You were useful, and now you're not. Just cold.
And then, bam!
Yeah.
The trap springs. Augmented security guards.
Classic. But we see his nanite abilities in action, in combat, even in VR.
He can fight back now, but Shanna still has tricks. That disabling gas
shows he's still vulnerable, even with the upgrades.
So he escapes, but he returns to Mama Ila feeling like...
All right.
We back.
Missed it.
Definitely go
Scientific.
Check that out. Spotify, Amazon. Today. After this Knicks game. Check it out. 6-point game.
2 minutes left.
Yeah, 6-7 point game, I think. Wow.
This is New York storming back.
Or are they in trouble?
They might be. Towns looks like he's hurt. He just got banged in the knee by one of the Pacers. Ooh. Ooh, I just watched the replay. Ooh. Ooh, prayers up for that man's knee. Oh, he's walking, but he's limping.
He'll be fine. He got Jordan. Jordan will take care of him.
Oh, did he sign it? Nice. Nice. Let's see what they can do. 2 minutes left. 121 to 114. 7-point game.
Are we able to put it up right now? I don't know if I can. Let me see.
Yeah. Also, while we've got a few minutes left, really important things. Want to highlight Stranger Things has graduated to Broadway play. So if you are a fan of the Netflix series, if the crew was one of your favorites, you can see them on Broadway. They are going to be in play and on stage form. Stranger Things, the first show, I believe, is the name of the play. I want to say it's been running for a couple of weeks now. So, or maybe a couple of months. I'm not sure. But something new that they've tried. Yeah. Cultures everywhere. It's not just on screen. There it is.
This is where the money's at.
And the next season of Gen V. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, man, you got to develop some IP, man. You come out with some IP, and boom, you got like 3 or 4 or 5, a sequel, the third one because it's a trilogy, the spinoff, Broadway, album.
Exactly.
Who knows? Yeah.
Just keep creating underneath. Yes. The next season of Gen V is on its way. If you are a fan of the series The Boys, this is a spinoff, which is getting season 2. I guess it's a group of kids, right? With these abilities, and they're developing. So Gen V is what's going on with that.
First season was dope.
First season was real nice, pretty crucial. Yep. Just as bloody as the original series.
And one of the guys that was in that's in Gen V, the black guy, his dad was also a superhero. I think he can manipulate metal and stuff like that, just like his father. He was also in the Netflix remake of what was it, Chris? We were just talking about the show earlier. Was it Buffy? I think it was Buffy.
Nah, couldn't have been. They didn't remake
Buffy,
did they? On Netflix?
Was it Buffy? Was it Buffy? It was another show. I can't think. But she was a witch. Oh, not Buffy. I'm sorry, not Buffy. It was
Charmed.
What was the TV? No. What was the TV show?
Charmed.
With, she had the no. She had the black cat. Was it Charmed?
Oh,
The girl
Sabrina.
had the Sabrina. Yeah, so it was the remake of Sabrina.
The Teenage Witch?
The
Sabrina,
Teenage
the
Witch.
Teenage
Yeah,
Witch.
they did
And
it.
then
They did it on Netflix.
a scary
Yeah, go ahead.
version with talking about Sabrina's Nightmares, right? Something like that.
Right.
Hey.
So one of the characters on that show, that's on Gen V right now, he was a part of Sabrina the Teenage Witch that was on Netflix.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Is that Sabrina from Clarissa Explains It All? Same actress, right? Melissa Joan Hart, I think.
That's the original with Melissa Joan Hart, but the actual Netflix
She's
show.
the original Sabrina, right?
Remember, man, I'm still living in the 80s and 90s, man, and early 2000s.
Right.
Like,
absolutely.
It's okay, man.
That was my prime,
hey,
I guess. I mean,
that's OG right there. Exactly.
All right, what else we got?
One more thing. This is another thing that's running through the rumor mill, but I'm not sure if it's true or not. But I saw something the other day that was talking about a Family Matters remake. But they were going to do a movie with everybody, all the originals involved. But they said that Jaleel White was asking for a lot of money to actually remake and replay Urkel. And if he's not going to get the price that he's looking for, it's just not going to work. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but it was discussed in a Facebook group. But maybe they were just playing around. I'm not sure.
Bring back Eddie Winslow, man.
Right.
Yo, that'll be cool.
Right.
Hey, is the dad still around? I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, he's still around.
He's still kicking.
Reginald Johnson. Yeah, Reginald Johnson. He's still around.
I make sure he ain't at a Diddy party, but it's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna say nothing about that.
I remember that. We've even talked about that. Dang. Out of all the actors, man, he gets name dropped. What?
TMZ had actually followed him, I think it was last year, and they brought that whole scenario up, the whole situation. He was like, "That's not true. What are you talking about?" And he just kept walking off.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I don't want to hear anything about that. There's some other rumors behind that situation that has nothing to do with Diddy per se, but I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah. Now we're not gonna get it.
I was actually about to bring up Drewski because I'm hearing his name coming up a lot. What y'all think of Drewski?
I think Drewski's funny. I think he's funny as hell.
But
when you're talking about that situation. When you're talking about that situation with that girl, I'm not sure about any of that. I wasn't there, so I can't speak on it.
I don't even know. Wait. What situation we been talking about, man?
Yeah,
I'm not currently aware of any situation with a girl with Drewski.
I just heard his name getting brought up with this whole Diddy thing. So
right, but he had the baby oil and all that was sliding on and off her. But anyway, yeah.
Nah, we good.
Nah. Yeah. No, but Drewski's funny as hell, though.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm just wondering where he came from. That's the thing.
Did you see the clip? He's from Gwinnett County, in Georgia. Did you see the clip
played
of
football
Drewski,
in college
the other day when he he played the white dude that hangs around a lot of black guys?
I hadn't seen that skit.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
That is hilarious, man. Hilarious.
He definitely playing on the whole South thing, though, right? I mean, because again, I've seen a couple videos recently, and dude, he wasn't even on my radar, but like he just came out of nowhere. All of a sudden, he was like on commercials and stuff, and I was like, "Who is this?"
Yeah, he blew up, man. He's been doing this since probably like 2018.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's been a minute, but
Yeah, Drewski one of them. He one of them, man. Like from Drewski to Desi Banks. It's a lot of people out here, man.
Yeah.
That blew up off the internet.
Been out there putting that social media work in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the reason why I said Desi Banks too, man, I got to shout out Georgia, man. You know, Desi Banks went to Cedar Grove and all that. He's funny too, man. You can check him out.
Yeah, see, he's not even on my radar right now at all.
Yeah,
I
Debbie
didn't even realize
Banks
he
from the
was from here.
hometown. Yeah, he's from the hometown too, man. So gotta shout him out.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Nice. Absolutely.
Hey, people doing their thing, man.
Yeah.
Hard work, dedication, consistency, man. That's it.
What it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What's up, Spec?
What's that?
Any news?
Oh, what are you doing? Testing the mic over there? I heard.
Huh?
Hey, look.
Yeah,
I said, what are you doing over there? Testing the mic. I just heard you over there talking.
Someone was singing, dude. I think it was you, TMH.
No, that was
that was me. That was me. I was just playing around. Spec, any news that you want to share? Anything that's going on with Basic Black, real quick?
Nah, man, nothing really new going on. We just practicing. We got shows coming up out of town, but just waiting for first halves come in and then we good. But I don't like to put nothing out there unless I know it's really, really about to pop.
Hey, well, look, man, I see another key to the city. It might be Atlanta this time.
Man. In my hometown.
Yes,
definitely, man. So August 13th, every year is Basic Black Day. Is a group that I'm in. It's Basic Black Day in my hometown. So appreciate you.
Eddie, let's go.
There you go.
Eddie is
there you go.
All day, every day, man.
Boy,
look at that.
Eddie is on point with shit, bro. Okay.
Damn, it's sick.
Yeah, man.
Oh, and by the way, Basic Black, the latest album, Autograph, is out right now. So y'all please go support Basic Black and go to YouTube or wherever it's at selling, and please pick that album up, please, because the album is dope.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Fire.
Produced by yours truly. Done in the studio where I'm sitting at right now. So it's definitely ready, man. But we coming to y'all town pretty soon, man. So y'all just, keep coming to TMH. We're gonna get y'all exclusive here to where we're going performing and stuff like that. We'll have merch coming soon. You know what I'm saying? We got a few things right now. T-shirts, hats, and all that. So we'll pop that up on TMH as well.
I'm just waiting on the Sunshine album. I mean, not the album, excuse me, the music video, man. That's what I'm waiting on now.
Right.
That's it.
I hear you, bro.
Eddie, have you heard Sunshine? Well, Eddie, you haven't heard the album yet, have you? You probably haven't heard it yet.
You shared some stuff before, but it's been a minute.
Yeah.
And then the last thing was the Vontae.
Vontae. Right.
That was the
Vontae,
last one you shared.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hey, one day we need to put some shine on those things. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Vontae called me today and just told me too that he's the face of USA Model Company.
Wow.
Oh.
So yeah, absolutely.
That's good.
Absolutely.
It's a good it's a good album. It's definitely on that.
Absolutely.
I know if I was in my 20s, man, I'd probably be like really, really digging it. You know what I mean? Like,
well, you just turned
right.
If I was in my 20s, bro.
You just turned 30? Like you 29?
Eddie,
29 and a half?
Eddie, don't tell him. Don't tell him, Eddie. Eddie, don't tell him.
I won't. Secret, man. Secret. I'm old as hell, though. We'll leave it at that. Old as hell. I might be the oldest one here. I think I'm the oldest one here, dude.
Oh, no.
I don't think you are.
I might. I feel like it, man. I might be.
I know you're not.
No.
I know.
Hey, we look for OGs, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
Right.
That's it.
Shoot. For real.
Real, bro. You right about that.
Hey, next week though, man. Yeah, let's talk about the music thing. Seriously. Like 10, 15 minutes, man. Let's just
hell yeah.
Like, you guys said music video, sunshine video. Like, I want to hear what's going on with that.
Yeah. Open up the floor, man. I'll go back and talk about some stuff.
I'm with it.
All kind of stuff, man.
Yeah, we need to do that.
Yeah.
I want to hear Spec drop a beat like live. Like boom.
I don't want you to hear like through the here. My shit got to be hook connected, so when you hear it, it's like, Oh, that shit's clear. You know, that, hey, you know when you go online now, like I listen to a lot of producers online, Troy Taylor, Jermaine Dupri, all these people, and usually when they're like actually playing their beats, man, it's like they got it rigged up with this thing called iRig or something. And when you hear it, it's like it comes through so clear, like you right there.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound
it's synced in that it's feed. It's synced into the feed too.
Yeah, because like right now it'll be on the audio, like from your speakers, and then we're picking it up, and so it's not right. It's gonna be all the levels are off and stuff.
Right. So it's not like you hearing it from my.
But if it was,
go ahead.
Right. If it was in the feed, that would be different. Then we'd all be hearing the frequency. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
our own.
I just got it. So I'm gonna figure it out by next week.
Yo, that'll be dope.
Oh,
if
yeah.
we start the show,
Nice.
like how much time you need, Spec? Because if we just started the show, you just start brand new, clean slate, make the beat, and then by the end you drop that beat, and we see where you're at, and then we'll have TMH singing, and then Chris freestyling.
Now you asking for a lot because you know the internet. I might be playing the beat might be lagging, and he is off because he don't hear the tempo, and then Chris is off because the feed is late and it's glitching. So we don't want to come out looking crazy. If our internet is straight, we can do it. You remember?
Yeah, that's gonna take a lot of syncing. Yeah.
Did you see Teddy Riley and Babyface on Versus when they was doing Versus on
They did Versus
on IG. Teddy Riley against Babyface.
Wow.
Teddy Riley internet was so horrible. Babyface was like, you know what, man? Don't even play nothing else. I'll just play the rest of the night. Because he tried to play beats and it just kept, like you just went out. Now you back. It kept going in and out. And it just you just couldn't get the vibe right. And they just kept stopping and stopping. Face was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Hey, is Babyface still married to Tracy Edmonds?
Oh, no.
No, they've been done. They've been
divorced for years.
Yeah, she married somebody else, though. Some other guy.
She was dating Dion for a long time.
That's who it was.
Even they broke up now.
Oh, did they? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. They've been split for a little bit too now.
Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, she was Dion Sanders. Yeah, we can definitely talk about.
She was with Dion for a long time.
Chris and T got stories, man. You know, they were signed to the big producers back in the day, bro. People that done worked on Rihanna and Jay-Z, they were signed to them people, bro. So Chris them ain't telling y'all Chris ain't telling you what all he been through, bro. I'm telling you. We all got stories.
We need to talk about those, man. We need to
know that much.
Hey, let's relive that, because you know what? That's going to be super interesting, hearing your personal like experience with it. And then not only that, man, but like right now, right? We starting off, you know, smaller, ground zero, whatever you want to call it. But man, you know, we're building too and building something else here. And I think that'd be cool to hear like, your experience.
Next week's show. We could do that next week's show. Definitely.
Yeah, do that, man.
Hell yeah, let's do that.
I'm with all that, bro.
Maybe Q will come back. Q.
Yeah,
you ready, baby?
Where's our guy?
Come on, man. We miss you, man.
Yeah.
All right. It's getting late though. It's almost 11
Real
o'clock
quick.
Eastern.
We're coming up.
Can y'all hear me?
We're over an hour and 30.
All right, Eddie, real quick. This is the last little thing since we talking about music, man. Eddie,
Can't hear you, T.
You can't hear me at all?
Nah.
Nah.
Just messing with you, man. All right, go for it.
Bro, he is answering you.
You hear me? Nah.
No, I'm talking to somebody else. Y'all can hear me now?
Yeah. You good. You
can't
good.
hear me.
You can't hear me.
Hey, that was really clear. That was super clear, T. Go.
No, I was just trying to say, Eddie, I sent you something. We were talking about music. I had sent you something to your IG real quick, but I don't think you can share it.
Hey, whatever you
Just we were talking about music.
Use that from now on, bro, because you clear right now.
Nah, you got to email it to him.
You so clear right now.
You real clear. So use that, whatever you use the next time.
You know what? I think I can figure this out. Let me see. Hold up.
Now I just want to spec to see it real quick.
Oh, here you go.
There you go.
I don't even know what this is. I'm just. making this happen. All right.
Hey, don't have chance of
Lord.
I'm messing with you.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
For God praise.
Boy, you crazy. Chris is crazy.
Dang. All right, I got it. Let's see here.
Oh my God. Well, here you go.
Uh-oh.
What is this?
You better put me on blast. That ain't me.
Things I did to you, I deserve. Oh yeah,
Oh Lord.
For me to ask you where you been, how you been, for you to say I better stop tripping. Oh, don't trip.
Dude be trying to give everybody their character while they in the booth.
Better tell me something. For you to run crying out the door. To grab my coat and chase you down the street. Say it's not you, it's my own insecurity. But you say, yes, I cheated on you. What you told me, I won't care. 'Cause after all I put you through, maybe I deserve to be mistreated sometimes.
So
That dude right there, he's stupid, man. He a comedian, man. He dumb as hell.
Eating slow.
who is that?
Yeah, he be giving everybody their character when they in the booth.
Who is that?
Yeah, but he talking about how like all the lyrics from the music back in the day, like there was some violence behind the lyrics. So I didn't want to pull up one person. I wasn't gonna do that, man. From the New Jack Swing era, I wasn't gonna do that, man. That's disrespectful. Oh yeah, that's why I just went on and picked that one.
That ain't disrespectful. That's content.
You said what? Okay.
That's not disrespectful. That's content. It was out there. It's out there.
Yeah.
If it was true, if it happened, it happened.
So what? You said if it happened, it happened.
Yep.
I said if it happened, it happened. Yeah.
If it happened. You're right about that. You're right about that. Hey, what was that guy name though? The comedian name?
Yeah, who is that? This is
Terrence.
Yeah, I don't even remember what his name is. T.
Desi Famous for Real is his handle though. Desi Famous for Real.
Did Terrence change his phone back or something? Was it? See, that's why we can't do the music thing.
Oh, no.
Now we can't hear him. What happened?
Right.
Yeah.
That's all right though.
All right. Well, next week it's gonna be another good show. We're gonna more music related.
Yeah.
So, and then we'll have to figure out how to get everything synced up. iRig, get some.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Cool. That's what's up, guys.
Full music spotlight.
Yeah.
And on that note, for everybody out there that tuned in, we appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Keep supporting. Please hit the crowdfunder link. Please support us. Please help us get to the Cannes Film Festival.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
And on that note, we'll see y'all next week. Thank you. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all.
Yes.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
We out.